great. All go, no wait. Champion, no debate. First place, go play. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Humble Greatness in the building, and I have two very special guests with me right now. Got some smiling faces.
Let's get it.
I love it. All right, go ahead and introduce yourselves. Who we got?
Okay, first name's Emilio, but they call me Emilio Motivation in the city.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I don't have anything that cool. I'm Jessica Ling. I am the first and the only female bare knuckle boxer in the entire Midwest.
For real?
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that right there.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't even know that.
You start right
Didn't
there.
even know.
No, okay. So, let me ask you this: what got you here? Like
in your you did. You invited me.
well, besides that,
Hey.
How did you get into what you do? That's what I want to ask.
So I walked into JMTK,
Okay.
ran by Andy Zerger about 7 years ago, somewhere in there, 6-7 years ago. I walked in as a kind of pudgy fat kid looking for something to do.
Yeah.
And I found something to do, and I started liking it, and I started competing. And a couple years ago, I started dating this guy, and he had done a bare knuckle fight.
Okay.
His manager, his gym owner, I know him. He works for the athletic commission, and he called me one day, and he's like, "Hey, this promotion's coming to town, and they need some female fighters. You interested?" And I'm like, "Okay." So
For real?
Yeah.
All right, now hold on. Do you have brother, sister, anybody who does wrestling or boxing or
Nope.
anything?
I had never stepped foot in a gym in my life. Never.
No way. How old are you when this happens?
I didn't start training until I was 28.
That's a wild story.
Yeah.
27, 28, somewhere in there.
Oh, wow. Okay. So what about you?
Motivational speaker in the city.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
What makes you want to do that?
I think it's my story. I've been through a lot as a young man.
Okay. How old are you right now, if you don't mind me
22.
asking?
22. I'll be 23 next month.
Okay.
Born and raised in Wichita, Kansas.
Baby, I know.
Born and raised in Wichita, Kansas.
Okay.
Yeah. Went to Wichita East. I played sports all my life and graduated from Derby.
Okay.
But after high school is when I went to college for a little bit, played ball. It just didn't work out.
Oh, wow.
So then that's when the story began. I got out of college and I came back home and kind of got heavy into the streets.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yep. Got heavy into the streets. And
At what age?
At
What age are we
18.
talking? Okay.
18.
Now, let me ask you this, man, because I like asking people this question. What makes you want to do that? What are you missing in your life, right, that makes you want to be a part of, I guess you could call it gang or running the streets or whatever you want to call it?
I think it was a lack of money. Yeah.
Understood.
Lack of money.
I can understand that.
After college, it really didn't work out. Started smoking weed, started doing drugs, kicking it. And that's when I kind of just started spiraling. And then I got in trouble. So,
Absolutely.
that comes with trouble.
Yeah.
That comes with trouble. So,
Wichita's so small, man.
Yeah.
We all know each other by
Exactly.
one or two people, right?
Honestly, I probably know him from him getting in trouble because before I did what I do, I spent a few years with the KDOC and with Sedgwick County. So,
Gotcha.
so we might have met a few times.
Your name might have popped up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For real.
Oh, wow. Okay. So do you have any brothers and sisters?
Yes, got one brother, 2 sisters.
Are you oldest, youngest? Where are you at?
I'm the oldest.
Wow.
Yep, I'm the
Okay.
oldest.
So let me ask you this. Did you grow up with your parents in the household, mom and dad?
Mom and dad, but they weren't together.
Interesting.
Yeah, mom and dad weren't together.
Living under the same roof or two separate houses?
2 separate houses.
Got you. Okay.
Always fighting. So I bet I know that had something to do with.
Had a little tug on you? Absolutely.
For sure.
Okay. Wow.
Yep.
And you're still young. You're
Yeah.
young, bro.
Yeah.
You're young.
Definitely.
I'm definitely older than you.
You look young though. You look
Man,
young.
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. The
Looks
gym
like you
helps.
hit the weights too. That's good.
Yeah, the gym helps a lot.
Yeah.
So what makes you want to be? Well, you are. You said you are a motivational
I
speaker.
am. Yeah,
I love
am.
that.
Because I used to say I'm trying, but now I'm like,
Either you are, or you aren't.
either I am gonna do it or I'm not. So
It's like fighting.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like I'm trying to fight. No, I'm either
You're a
doing this or
fighter.
I'm not doing this.
yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
yeah.
No, I like this. I like this a lot because
Go ahead.
one thing I've started doing at one of the gyms, I met a few. Once a month. It's technically it's just a boxing basics class, but we've got a local youth group home that comes in.
Nice.
I've got 6 boys that are in this group home. They come
What ages?
They start, I think the youngest one's like 7 or 8, and they go
wow.
up to high school. I think I've got one of my boys, I think he told me yesterday he's 16.
Sweet.
So I've got these boys that come in. They come in free of charge. They come in once a month, and they want to do boxing. And the oldest one, he's shown a proficiency for it. He shows that he likes it. He wants
Yeah.
to do it. And I talked to the gym owner, and I'm like, this kid really wants to do this. And they pretty much told me if he can get to the gym, if he can physically get there, he can come in free of charge. He doesn't have
that's
to
awesome.
pay. He can just come in.
legit.
So when I told him that yesterday, he got really excited. So it's just a matter of, okay, how can we get you from point A to point B and get you in
Does he
here?
live like far away?
So I've not actually been to the group home. I'm not
I
sure
understand.
where it's at.
Okay.
But they usually come in. They have a WPD officer with them as an escort. A lot of these kids, they come from dangerous backgrounds, dangerous homes.
Absolutely. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
we've done a couple things for them last month. So we talked about how I do bare knuckle fighting. One of the
Yes.
promotions I fought for is BKFC.
Okay.
And I hit them
Is
up.
that here in Wichita?
So no, they have been here twice.
Okay.
So they did a show here in April at Intrust Bank Arena.
This year, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then they were also here in October of last year. I was on both of those cards. But I hit them up and I'm just like, hey, I've got these boys that come in. I've been trying to get some clothing donations for them. It'd be really cool if you guys could send me some swag for the boys. And they actually did. They sent me shirts, shorts, socks, all
That's
sorts of
awesome.
stuff.
Yeah.
So they sent me stuff for
Yeah,
these boys.
that's
We
cool.
made sure they had gym clothes because a lot of them were coming in jeans because they didn't have any gym clothes.
Yeah.
And so it started as, okay, let me just find a few pairs of shorts into like, we donated like boxes of stuff to these kids and they keep coming in once a month. Like I said, I would work with them every single day if they could get in there. Once a month is where we're at right now. But it's awesome. It's a really good way,
Yeah.
especially like his story. What made me think of that is a lot of these kids, they need that to prevent from going where he went.
Absolutely.
And even the oldest one, he told me is like, this gives me something to want to do, want to focus on, to keep me out of trouble.
Yeah, and I think it's really tough too, depending on where you grow up at. Like if you've seen your mom struggling, right? Then the only thing that you really want to do, even at a young age, is I want to stop that. Well, I can't get a job legally, right? So I need to find some sort of way, some sort of income. So usually that leads to street life, but I get it.
Yeah.
I understand for sure. But I think it's awesome because usually when you talk about motivational speakers, right, they're like grown men.
Yeah.
They're not 22 years old,
Yeah.
right?
Most definitely.
So what are some challenges that you have as you're pursuing this motivational speaker journey?
Gaining more knowledge, about what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Kind of.
Do you think that's lack of life experience? Like you need some more life experience under your belt?
Yeah, definitely lack
Okay.
of life experience, and then also just educating myself every day. Because
Oh, that's good.
yeah.
Who's your favorite ones? Who's your favorite motivational speaker?
Man, Eric Thomas.
Eric Thomas.
Number
Come
one in
on
the
now,
world, baby.
Number one in the world. I listen to him
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah. I've actually seen him in person and I got a picture with him.
So you seen him in person when he came here for
Yep.
Friends University, right? I know Friends
this was
University was invited
yeah,
there.
Yeah, this
It's like
was back in
3 years ago?
Yeah, 18 or 19.
Yeah.
But nobody wanted to go. Coach got us tickets. Nobody
That's
wanted
what
to
I
go.
heard.
Yeah, nobody wanted to go. I went, got a
heard
picture
that
and everything.
story.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
Yeah, when they told me Eric Thomas was in town, I'll never forget it. I was working at a car lot at the time. And then I found out that the next day he was at Sunrise Academy.
Yep.
And they wouldn't let me in Sunrise.
yeah.
I was like, yo, I'll pay you guys triple. I don't know even how much it is, but I'll
Yeah.
pay it. And they wouldn't let me in because I wasn't a student. So
Yeah, he's
shout
a
out to
beast.
Sunrise. Anyways, yeah, I missed my little Eric Thomas meeting. But yeah, that's definitely one of my go-to guys, man, for sure. So for you, what motivates you to do what you do?
So I quit my job a year ago.
Where are you working at? Can you say?
So I was, like I said, I was with KDOC for a few years. I
Yes.
went to Sedgwick County. From there, I quit because the schedule did not allow for me to train, but I didn't fully leave the workforce yet. I just got me a job with Amazon, was doing deliveries and stuff.
Absolutely.
For real.
Yeah, got me a job with Amazon.
gig.
The schedule was better. I ended up getting pretty badly hurt at work. So I spent
At Amazon?
yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So yeah, most of my injuries that have been severe have nothing to do with fighting. Nothing.
That's wild.
Yeah, nothing to do with fighting.
Yeah.
I shattered my ankle in about 3 places. I severed a tendon. I could not
Oh, wow.
function. I sat in the warehouse for months because I couldn't work. I was on, workers' comp, and finally I was like, you know what?
I'm done.
I'm done.
Just out.
Yeah, I'm done. And so I have not been back to work since, other than, at the gym. I'm at the gym. I'm a personal trainer. I run a youth kickboxing program. I do personal training clients, all that fun
That's
stuff.
awesome.
I love it. I only work like 12, 15 hours a week.
Yeah.
I absolutely rely on fighting about 4 times a year to kind of fill that gap. But I've been doing it for just over about 14 months now. I've made it. So,
I love it.
So fingers crossed, I'm going to keep doing it.
Absolutely. I think what's crazy is when you really go into business like for yourself and you put all the chips in on you,
Yeah.
it really doesn't make any sense.
No, for sure.
you're just trying
No.
to just make it work.
No,
You know what I mean?
man, I have found hobbies I didn't know I had that help me make money. I've been doing
Absolutely.
like screen printing on shirts.
Yeah,
I've been
that's
like
a big
making
thing.
vinyl
Nice.
decals. Like I've had a few Christmas orders. It's not a lot, but man, it's a little something extra.
Yeah, for sure. So let me ask you this. What do you do full time?
Full time, I'm at Genesis Health Clubs as a fitness advisor.
Okay. How long have you been there?
I've been on and off with the company since 2020.
On and off with
Yeah.
the company since
So,
2020. Okay.
Yeah, so the last time I was there, I decided to work with my father, learn the used car business, and then also he picks up.
Where's your dad work at?
He works at 47th and Madison. It's the Val Haynes Principal Auto Groups.
So so does he own that?
Oh
or
yeah,
does
he
you-
owns that. Yeah, he's been in business for
Your
about.
dad owns a car lot.
Yes.
If you need a car,
Yeah.
if you need a vehicle,
Yeah, used vehicles. So
that's
A to B.
awesome. Yeah, for sure. So he's at the auctions and he does
Yeah,
all.
yeah, he's doing
man.
all of that.
That's a grind.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, he's
That's
grinding
definitely
for
the
sure.
grind, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. So when are you gonna go full time?
Full time.
Or do you know how to go full time?
I feel like I'm taking the right steps in the right direction. I'm on all platforms, TikTok, Instagram. I do like the fitness part. 'Cause it kind
Absolutely.
of goes into what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I've been posting consistently on Instagram. And
Would you rather be a trainer or a speaker? If you had to pick one, because you can do both, of course.
Of course, I would like to do both, but I would definitely would probably get paid or would want to get paid to speak like Eric
Really?
Thomas. Yeah.
That's a big deal, man.
Yeah. Most definitely.
I have a friend. His name is Cliff Bunville.
Mm-hmm.
He's he lives in Salina. It's one of my best friends,
Nice.
and he does motivational speaking. So
Nice.
after this, I'll give you his number.
Most
And then
definitely.
y'all can go ahead
Appreciate
and
that.
connect, man. That would be really good.
Yeah.
That would be really, really good because he has his stuff going too.
That's
okay,
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So when are you gonna own your own gym? Woo! Is that something that you want to do?
It's not. It's not.
I understand.
Honest.
Just no, the back end portion of having to deal with employees, maintaining clients. Like I already have to do that as far as my personal training sessions. Because right now I spend most of my time. There's a gym out east called Evolution Fitness Studios. It's awesome.
Evolution Fitness Studios
Come
out
see
east.
us.
Okay.
But I run classes there, so I have scheduled classes. People show up or they don't, which is it's very rare I have an empty class.
I understand.
But on top of that, if I, extra income, it's on me to find my PT clients, my
Yes,
one-on-one sessions,
absolutely.
to, turn those everyday visitors into someone who wants to come work with me. I have to sell myself. I am the product.
Correct.
And when you own a gym, you're doing that tenfold. And, I just don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I see what my bosses do, and they do
It's a lot.
They do a
You're right. No, it's a lot.
fantastic job. They do great at what they do. Mm-hmm. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, nah, that's honesty.
Yeah, most definitely. I bet there's a lot of overhead, a lot of bills, things break.
Yep, that's
Most
all the
definitely
part I don't
into play.
want to deal with. I am a homeowner, so I already know kind of what
Come
goes
on, man.
what goes along
Absolutely.
with dealing with A, B, and C as it breaks. I had about 4 things break in the last month.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with that, and I'm
That
like, man,
cold weather, man.
if
It's
this
no
was my
joke here.
yeah,
About
if
to
this
get
was my
worse.
business, no,
get
I just
worse.
want to be able to go to work, do my job, leave.
And leave.
That's it.
Man, that's awesome. That really is
The
awesome.
the fact that they've given me an avenue to pretty much make my own schedule. Like there's set class times.
Of course.
But to give me the freedom to be like, hey, I want to work a few more days, or hey, this time slot doesn't really work for me. Just that flexibility. That's all I need. I don't need to run the place. I just need the flexibility. Like last week, I got a security gig in Colorado. I just spent a week in Aspen. It was great. I got good pay to be there.
You like to travel.
I love to travel.
Awesome. Okay.
Luckily,
Eyes lit up
I
when
have-
she said that. I was like, hey,
I
okay.
have found ways to get paid to travel as opposed to having to.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that I have found ways to make it a tax deduction because it's work related.
Absolutely.
But so
Put me on.
but that
Yes.
that opportunity came up in Aspen, and all I had to do was hey, boss man, boss lady, this came up. I can make some good money. Can I go there for a week? And they're like, okay. So just having a place where I can work and do that is awesome. That's all I need.
She know what she want.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You're gonna have to show me how to travel and make money. 'Cause I love to travel.
Man, traveling.
Well, you have to voluntarily get hit in the face.
Yeah. She
Like-
she,
I'm a
she
pretty
didn't
boy,
men-
so I
she
don't
didn't
know
mention
about
that
that
part. She didn't mention that part.
Yeah. You know, like so earlier this year, I went to Puerto Rico for about a week,
What'd you
and
think?
dude, I loved it. I loved it. It was
What'd
so
you think
much
of the
fun.
food?
The food was great.
Yeah.
Like I had
It's
a good
different, but
time.
it's good.
Man,
Oh,
I think I've only tried it like once.
I
What?
was. It was just supposed
Yeah.
to be a vacation,
Okay.
and shortly before we left, I got a short notice fight contract.
Okay.
Okay, well, this just turned into a fight camp trip. So
Absolutely.
we went down there. I'm training every day. I'm getting ready for this fight. Cool. That turned into a work trip.
Yeah, write that off.
Yup.
Hey man, it's for my business.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. So what's your next step as far as motivational speaking?
Definitely getting paid from Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
increasing
Social media
yeah,
platforms,
Yeah,
for sure.
increasing all of my following, and just continue to build my capital.
Do you plan on staying here?
No, I do not.
Where do you want to go?
I really want to go to like LA or Texas.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
you're doing it big.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been to LA?
Yeah, I actually have.
Okay. What part of Texas you thinking?
Houston or Dallas. I've been to both.
Yeah, there's a lot going on out there,
Man, for sure.
So I when I was growing up, I did 6 years in San Antonio, so
Mm.
I know about the surrounding areas.
Okay.
I had a sister who actually lived in Hollywood. I have an older sister. She has 2 acting degrees,
Okay.
so she lived on Hollywood Boulevard for a while. And then I graduated high school in Atlanta, Georgia. So
Nice.
when it comes to like big cities with a lot going on, yeah, Wichita's like,
Man,
man.
there ain't nothing going on, man.
You know what? I have a.
I love Wichita. I really
love
do
it
love
too,
Wichita, but
No, I love
it
it
can be
here.
a love-hate relationship sometimes.
I have a benefit being here just for what I do. I'm the only one. I'm the only one here.
That's wild.
So
Damn, by yourself?
yeah, so that's a benefit for me though,
Yeah.
because when it comes to goods and services and commodities, when there's low availability,
Absolutely.
the price is higher.
Yes, it is.
So when we get these big promotions coming to town, for these fight shows, I don't have to work. Like
So let me ask you this: are you gonna like seek out the next person, like the next like female fighter?
So there's plenty of female fighters. Don't get me wrong there. Just
Okay.
as far as in this region, in the Midwest,
Yeah.
I'm it. There aren't any. They all live. They live in Florida. They live in New York. They live in
got
California.
you. I got
So
you.
there's plenty of them. But when these promotions travel, a lot of the logistics comes down to okay, so we're going to be having a show in this area. Who can we fly in? How much
Yep.
does it cost to bring
Yep.
these people in? Well, cool. When these folks go to Denver, it's not expensive for them to bring me out.
Correct.
When they go to Nebraska, it's not expensive for them to bring me out. And when they come here, they don't,
on, yeah.
not only do they don't have to pay for anything, they don't have to pay for hotels, they don't have to pay for travel. I sell tickets. I am a ticket seller. So that's attractive to them.
Okay.
I did between the last 2 bare knuckle shows, I did a lot in ticket sales. So that's that's motivation for
Over
them
50%.
of the venue.
Yeah.
I don't know
That's
what
a
the
lot.
venue number was. I don't
That's
know.
a crazy number. I just threw it out there.
I don't know what the venue number was, but I can tell you it was more than what they paid me like well more than I more than covered my
Absolutely.
I more than covered my pay just in ticket sales.
That's awesome.
So and that's part of, you know, like you were talking about the social media presence, the promoting yourself.
Yep.
Like, man, everyone knows when I have a fight because I am online like slinging
This is what I'm
tickets,
doing.
slinging tickets. Like,
awesome.
And that's part because also, you know, we get paid off of that. We get paid
for
a
sure.
percentage off of those ticket sales. So not only are we trying to promote it, but it's kind of like a game. Like these promotions they're companies. And so
Yeah.
they see, you know, the fighters are their commodities. Okay, which commodity is making me more income?
Absolutely.
So it's up to us, you know, to get the followers, to get the social media presence, to get viewers that want to see us. So then that way, when we go to their area, they want to buy tickets from us.
You
They
gotta
want
put that
to,
leg work in.
right.
Yeah,
It's
most definitely. It's
like it is
hustle,
a
hustle.
grind. And like my social media content is all over the place because I'm always trying to figure out what are people going to look at? What do people want to see?
Yeah.
And so I'm posting random stuff, and I've been talking to people who've doing it a lot longer than me, especially female fighters in particular.
Yeah, for
And you know, I'm asking them, you know, hey, you've had all of this success. What did you find that got you viewership? Got you
What works best?
right? What works
Yeah.
best? And because for me in particular, obviously, as a female athlete, I could have an easy answer. Like, I know what works best. They'll get me followers.
Absolutely.
I'm not about that. I'm not about that at all. The closest thing to that, I love doing cosplay on my weigh-ins.
Okay,
If
yeah,
you
for sure.
if you go to my social media at all, you will see me dressing in crazy outfits from like
Okay, nice.
90s, you know, pop culture movies.
Yeah.
Makes you stand out.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's to get people to look at me because my last one, I was not comfortable. Before I walked up on that stage, I'm like, oh my, this isn't
ain't
it. This
it.
ain't it. This isn't me.
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable. You never guess it when I walk up there though, because it's for a purpose.
Yeah.
It, you know, and so I'm asking these other women who were kind of like that, who maybe didn't, you know, they didn't rely on their physical appearance to get their viewers.
Correct.
And so a lot of them, I'm getting all these crazy answers, but it really came down to just show us who you are. Show us your personal
You wanna
life.
fall in love with your personality.
Post your
for sure.
so like even today I just posted a stupid video on my bulldog, like just dumb stuff, and it seems to be working.
Yeah,
Most definitely.
that's awesome. So how much content do you make a day?
Lately, it's been a video every day.
Oh, wow.
That's my goal to make.
You're
a video.
locked in.
Yeah, video every day. Some type of quote every day. I'm speaking on all platforms: Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook.
You're busy.
Definitely,
Being a content creator is a lot, man.
man. And I see. That's what I'm saying.
Especially when you're kind of at the, and I don't know what stage you're in, but
Yeah.
especially when you're at the beginning stage, and like you said, you're just trying to be like, how do I just get traction?
Yeah,
Right.
I think it's consistency,
It is.
Yeah.
You're right. a
And
lot
then-
of it is that
yeah.
for sure.
and then the algorithms.
Yeah,
sure.
man. The
The,
algorithm.
the hashtags, man, the hashtags will be the death of me. I'm like, okay,
Hashtags are real,
what
bro.
what relates to this
Hashtag
video
image.
I just made? What are people gonna click on? Like, because you can't be putting just some obscure nonsense. Like that's
Yeah,
it's got to be generic. Everyone's gonna click on it, but it's got to, man.
I like social media so much just because, like, you know, there's really no rules.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
and you
definitely.
literally get like what you put into it. If you want to
Exactly.
put in a whole bunch of hours and do all of that, then it's going to be good for you. But if you're, man, you're right. If you're not consistent and you
Yeah.
post every now and then, it's
not gonna work.
It's going to be
I
like
see.
pulling teeth.
My stints in Facebook jail would say there are rules.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Hey,
I'm going to tell you this, man. I need a social media manager. If you guys know.
man.
Yeah, man. If you guys know somebody, man, it's so much. Like,
Man.
okay, I'm going to show my age here. I'm 35 years old, right?
Okay.
So, like.
Don't you talk about being old at 35? No,
Dial-up
absolutely
internet.
not.
He doesn't even know what it is.
Hang
you know
on,
what
what's
dial-up
that?
internet
What is
is?
that?
Yeah, he has no idea.
What is
Like,
that?
yo, when somebody calls the house phone, the internet shuts off.
Right.
Because
Get off the internet so I can use the phone.
So you use the phone. Yeah,
Yeah, I was born in 2000. I don't think
yeah
I was
man.
alive.
See?
No, absolutely not.
So, like, there's so much stuff, and I'm just like, I just can't do it all. It's just too much for me personally,
Yeah.
right? With what I've going on. So,
35 is not old, by the way. Absolutely
Definitely not.
No.
it's older than 22.
Yeah, definitely. Was 22.
Look, I'm saying this out loud.
compare myself
I'm
to
saying
this
this out
guy.
loud for myself. Okay, I'm saying it out loud for myself.
We're not even going to go all the way over to the table and ask. We're just going to just say, okay.
Ah,
We're just going to say, okay. But man, fitness is such a huge deal. I know you guys probably see some crazy stuff right now in December, January. Everybody's starting New Year's resolution.
Yeah, everybody's gonna want to be in the gym, man.
Yeah, for 3 days.
3 days.
I'm good.
I have mixed feelings on that whole concept because on one hand, I don't care what time of year it is. If you're ready to come in and get it going, come in, let's get it going.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, you don't need a new year to make that resolution. If you legitimately want to make those changes and you are ready to do something different with your life, you waiting for the new year is just an excuse, and I know you're not serious.
Exactly.
Yeah, it ain't gonna last.
Right. So, if this is the time you decide to start, that's great. Come in, let's get started. But it's so hard for me to believe the New Year's resolutioners.
Absolutely. Same
It's
here.
so hard for me to believe that they are taking it serious.
Yeah.
And I don't like to say that because, for me, the gym is a positive place.
For sure.
One of my favorite personalities on social media as far as fitness and gym culture goes is Joey Swole. He is so positive. Like just be nice to mind your own business, be nice to people. I try so hard not to put these stereotypes and judgments on people, especially, these resolutioners coming in.
For sure.
Because you know what? They might be serious. They might be ready to go. But man, I've been doing this for a minute and I can tell you most of them aren't serious yet. They're not ready to go. It's just, it's a new year. I've got to do something.
Got to do something.
Got to do something.
Yep.
So let me get in here.
That.
The problem is these people they're trying to make drastic changes overnight. Oh, New Year's tomorrow. I got to change everything. I got to change my activities. I got to change my diet. I got to do all this at once.
It's not going to happen.
No, it doesn't work like that. It's gradual, consistent changes that you can stick to long term. Look, I have not always been fit. I have not always been thin. This is not the package I came in.
Yeah.
This is not the package I stay in without work. Like, correct. I am not built this way naturally.
Yeah.
I'm not staying like this unless I put work into it. It took years. It took about 5-6 years of working out
and
consistently.
I think that's what's so hard about social media. Like, you go to
Instant.
you go to the
Poof.
gym and everybody's on their phones, right?
Yeah.
And everybody's looking for the next pill or powder that's gonna, get them
I
jacked
hurt
and
feelings. I hurt feelings because I'm a nutrition coach as well.
So you already know.
No,
Jack of all trades.
I hurt feelings.
Yeah.
Like,
I bet.
Well, what's going to help me this, with the keto diet, that low carb, no, none of it.
that.
None of it. You can lose weight eating donuts every day. I do lose weight eating donuts every day. I will cut weight and still wake up and have a donut for breakfast.
Absolutely.
A lot of people don't like my approach because it's a little, I don't want to say harsh. It's just very simple. Mm-hmm. It's very simple. You have got to move more than you eat. And so many people are like,
I believe that. I believe that.
Right. But
I believe in that.
So
That's
many
a good
people,
way to put it, too.
I believe in
so
that.
many people are like, but what about this scenario and this
Doesn't
scenario?
matter.
Look,
Nope.
yes, there are special scenarios. Yes, you might have a thyroid issue.
Yeah.
The real issues exist, and I acknowledge that they exist. Your general everyday person, you want to say, oh, nothing works. No, you have not tried what you need to try to make it work. You have not been consistent enough to make it
It's
work.
hard.
It is hard. It's not going to be easy.
Challenging.
It is not going to be easy.
Man. Somebody told me about dieting, and I'm like, I'm out. I like to eat. I'm on a seafood diet. If I see it and I want it, I eat it.
Man, I'm
Look,
And that's where
I
I'm
love
at.
to eat.
But
doing better.
see, I'm honest with myself.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I know that's what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I am the same way. My job requires me to be at a certain weight when I compete, which means I have to maintain at a certain weight.
Mm-hmm.
That way my cut is easier. I try not to cut more than 10 pounds. Well, that's great. I'm getting ready to start cutting down to 115. We're going to play with it, see how it feels.
How long does it take you to cut 10 pounds?
A couple weeks. Like, I can do it quickly.
Wow.
It feels better to do it longer. Like, if I have a month to do it, no problem at all. It's not an issue. I can do it very quickly. I can go cut 10 pounds in one day. Because that weight cut only needs to last long enough to step on the scale. This is not healthy. Don't do what I'm talking about. It's not good for you.
It's just for competition purposes.
Right.
For sure.
And even
Don't do it at home, kids.
no, don't do that. But I'm getting ready to cut to 115, which means I need to start walking at about 25. Well, right now I'm at about 35. So I'm always very aware of what I weigh, what I'm eating, how much I'm eating. I might not be regulating it, but I'm very aware. Okay, this is how much I've had today. I have a program. I use it. You plug in a bunch of numbers, a bunch of information.
Correct.
So I know exactly how many calories I need to be under for exactly how long for me to hit 115 by March 1st. I already know what I need to do.
It calculates it to the date too.
Oh, I can calculate it to the date. Like, cause
Oh,
it's,
wow.
yeah, I can do that. Hit me up.
Yeah, that's a big deal. That's
But,
awesome.
And so it's not a difficult, when I've stretched out that long over time, I'm going to go from where I'm at now. I want to get down to 150. That's 20 pounds under 2,000 calories a day. That's it. 2,000 calories. Anyone can have 2,000 calories and be satisfied with their food if they know how to fuel their body. Food is fuel. Yeah, I like donuts. I like eating junk food. So,
All of that.
but that's one of those
Ice
things.
cream.
When,
Scoot it over.
yes. But when I hit my number for the day, if it's only 4 p.m., I'm like, cool, well, I guess I'm done for the day,
Yeah.
But I know when I have to really buckle down and take it more seriously, when, I know what time frame is realistic for me. So I always plan like, okay, I'm going to give myself 3 months, real gradual, real slow.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
No, because then I know in the back of my mind, I know that I'm like, bro, I could do this in a day. I don't need to do this. I'm going to eat this taco. Like,
Yeah. I
so
understand.
it's a struggle with myself, but I have all of the information. I have all of the facts. I have all the knowledge and the know-how to do that. Your everyday person, they don't have all that information. So, and that's why he exists. That's why I exist, because we can help you with that. My opinions aren't popular though, because I'm not trying to sell you anything. Obviously, my services are not free, but at the end of the day,
sure.
I'm not trying to sell you some specific program. It's literally just, here are your guidelines. It's up to you to stay in them.
If you want it, then do it. If not,
Absolutely.
then don't come crying to me.
For real.
Right.
Don't be complaining.
So
Right.
So let me ask you this: what about you? How many people do you train right now?
So right now, I'm currently just a fitness advisor. So my job at work is driving traffic through the club.
Okay,
So
yeah.
getting people in.
Get some numbers.
Yeah, get some numbers, showing people, the importance of fitness, and then
Absolutely.
convincing them to buy a membership.
Yep.
So I've been thinking about getting my certification in training because it's definitely something that is important to me.
Okay.
I love health and fitness.
What do you got to do? How long does it take?
I believe it's only like a 6-month thing, depending on which. Depending on which.
I would highly recommend either NASM or ACE.
Yeah, I heard that. Those are the
I
good
would
ones.
not go through the guided process your job has.
Yeah.
I have a lot of opinions on your job, but
I think a lot of people.
I think
yeah,
the
yeah,
whole
yeah.
city does.
The whole city
The
does.
whole city.
yeah,
That's,
yeah.
that's why I was like,
Hey,
should I
shout out
say
to
it?
Genesis.
Shout
No.
out, baby. Let's get it.
no, absolutely not.
No,
But no,
definitely.
ACE or NASM is your best bet. It's quality content. It's comprehensive. You can
Do
do
you
it.
get to choose? Like I don't know how this
Yep.
works. Like I'm lost right now.
You gotta
A
pay
lot
for it,
of
for sure.
you definitely have to pay for it.
But it doesn't matter. Like so, you say you have to
Not
pay
everything's
for it, but
recognized.
I understand that. Okay.
Yeah, not everything is recognized.
Okay.
So the personal training certifications that are most well known, well recognized, and readily accepted at most gyms are going to be ACE and NASM and ISSA.
Yep.
Those are like the three big ones. And that's why they're a little bit more expensive, because the reason
Absolutely.
they're more widely accepted is because it's just a set curriculum and it's understood that this is all of the content you need. My problem with a lot of personal trainers though is they get the certification, they go through, and they're not pushing themselves to learn more. They're just regurgitating what they read out of a book. They're not educating themselves.
Exactly.
I am all about constantly learning. I've been doing
sure,
this
me
for a few years now. I've got several certifications, but I'm always learning stuff. I don't know everything. And even with personal training, a lot of other trainers look at me like, what the heck are you doing? Because I will tell you on day one, there's no wrong way to lift weights. And people are like, what? What do you mean? You're here to tell me how to do it the right way.
Yeah.
No. I'm here to make sure you have proper form so you don't hurt yourself.
For sure.
Exactly.
Outside of that, there are more optimal ways to lift weights and there are less optimal. As long as you're moving, you're doing something. Is there a better way to do it? Yep, and I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to make sure you're not hurting yourself. But if you're in the gym, you're not hurting yourself, you're not hurting anyone around you, you're not doing it wrong. That's that. At the end of the day,
That's a good way to look at it. For
and
sure.
you know
I
what?
agree.
That was a philosophy told to me several years ago. I had hurt my back.
Okay.
I get injured. It happens. I hurt my back. I hurt all the time. I would go to the gym. I'd get done training and my back would hurt. There's a local, he was a local athlete. We were teammates. I don't think he's fought in a few years. His name is Chris Harris. And I used to go do personal training with him. He was helping me with my back issue. I didn't realize that, okay, yeah, it's your back, but we're going to work on evening out your quad imbalance. I was
Yes.
quad dominant.
Yep.
We were strengthening my core. We were doing all these other things, and it made me realize, holy cow, the back was just the symptom of other issues.
Yeah,
And
correct.
honestly, he is, which I don't think I've really ever told him this because his head's big as it is, but he is kind of why I got into doing this, because I realized, oh my goodness, I had this problem. The solution was proper weight training and strength training,
Yeah.
and making my body function the way it needed to function. And he's the first person that told me that there's not a wrong way to lift weights. If you're not hurting yourself, there might be a better way, but there's not a wrong way. And I've really held on to that. And it really upsets people online because they're trying to sell their program. They're trying to sell people their personal training programs for this, all this tons and tons of money.
Yeah.
I don't need you to give me tons and tons of money. You know where I work? The gym has a set rate. Come in and see me. I'm going to help you out. That's it. I don't have some crazy, like, this is my method, or you see like all this crap online, like V-Shred. Don't do the V-Shred stuff. But
He said, "Don't."
it's nonsense
V-Shred.
because everyone
That
says
was funny.
their way is the right way. This is the right way. This is
Yeah.
why.
But it's all about, that's all about clocking dollars.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
I
all
don't,
we
I mean, obviously I need to clock the dollars. I need to pay my bills. But at the end of the
Most
day,
definitely.
my focus with training people is because I want them to hit their goals, or I want them.
Yeah, they're gonna tell somebody else if they do hit them.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Exactly. I want you to hit your goals,
Yeah.
or, hey, I want that back pain to go away. I want you to hit that squat you've been trying to hit. That's all I care about. And obviously I get paid what I get paid, but I'm not out here trying to sell people miracles and make them think my way's the way.
Yeah.
No, I'm just showing you how to do it. And I'm going to encourage you to keep doing it. I'm going to, cheer you on. I'm going to hold you accountable. That's it.
Did you do sports in high school?
Yeah, I played basketball. Basketball, did a
you do
little bit of
sports in high
football.
school?
I did track, volleyball, all that stuff.
You said a little bit of football.
A little bit of
Talk about
football.
that real quick.
Junior year at East High, I played football because I really didn't want to do conditioning and for basketball. So
I love that honesty.
So a lot of guys went out to football, and East High, they have a decent squad. So I went out for football, and it didn't last long. Ended up getting kicked off. Ended up for fighting. So it didn't last long. And
Okay.
continued to play ball. But my junior year is when I decided to transfer.
Where'd you go?
I went to Derby High School.
Got you, because
Yeah.
you did say you graduated. Okay.
Yep. And then I
You did say that at the beginning.
finished out my year at Derby. We went to state, placed fourth. We lost in the third place game by 1 point.
Is this football?
This is basketball.
Basketball.
Yeah.
So you like basketball over football?
Yeah, basketball is definitely my
Basketball's
sport.
your thing.
Yeah, my thing.
Too much running.
Yeah.
I don't run.
Nah, soccer's too
Yeah.
much running.
I'm really athletic. I'm pretty athletic for real. So I can jump. I'm fast. I'm strong.
Gotcha. So let me ask you this. You said you're the oldest. So you have older brothers you have younger brothers and younger sisters, right?
Yep. Younger brothers, younger sisters.
Any of them, are you close to your siblings?
Yeah, most definitely. I'm definitely a family man. I think family is very important. Family is very important to me. For
Wow,
sure.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So are they following you?
Definitely following me. My brother is an entrepreneur here in Wichita, Kansas. He has
How old is he?
he's only 20 years old.
Okay.
Yep, 20 years old. So he does mobile detailing, cleans cars for a living.
Really?
Yeah. So he can.
What's his business?
Define Auto Detailing.
Define Auto Detailing.
Shout out.
That's
Shout
awesome.
out.
I got a challenge
He's
for him.
young.
Yeah, he's super young.
20?
20 years
He has
old.
his own business. All right, go ahead.
Oh no, I have a challenge for him because my car's nasty.
Oh yeah.
No,
I mean, he's
no,
cleaned
no,
some.
I'm one of those
hold
people.
on. She didn't say dirty. She
No, it's
said
nasty.
nasty.
No, I'm one of those people who
man,
keeps
okay.
a immaculate household. My house, you walk in and you're like, "Oh, is a magazine coming to shoot your home? This is beautiful." And then you see my car,
It's
and you're
'cause you
like,
live out of
you're
your
like,
car.
you're like, "Do you
Yep.
live in the car?"
Yep.
Nope, I sure don't. Like, I can't do
Yeah.
it.
I know how that is.
I can't
We'll
do it.
exchange numbers. Got you.
He might be able to help you out. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
My brother's cleaned some pretty dirty cars.
He's seen
Yeah.
some, man. If you clean anybody's anything,
Yeah.
you've seen some stuff.
Man, biohazard stuff.
Man,
It's crazy.
like, man, what am I really gonna do this? Yes,
Man.
I'm really gonna do this.
For real.
Yeah, I have some friends that do auto detailing, and they have some crazy stories. Even when I worked at the car lot,
Yeah.
Like
Definitely.
people trading that used car.
Man.
Yo.
Oh no, I'm too embarrassed to do that. I like
Wild.
pre-clean before I turn it in. Anytime I've traded in a car, I'm like, oh, I got to go detail my car before I trade it in. They're like, what? Why? I'm like, because they can't know
Yeah, they
I'm
can't
dirty.
know.
They can't know I'm
Like,
dirty.
come on, man.
Man.
You can't know. Yeah. Something, but man, I've seen it all.
Man,
The car
me
business
too.
will do that to you,
I
man.
definitely have, man.
I've seen it all. So when is your next fight for you? Or do you have one yet?
Well, I'm not entirely sure yet. I've been going back and forth with my manager, who's been going back and forth with a couple promotions. I think I don't have an opponent yet, but I'm pretty sure I will be here locally on EFC, David Rickles card that's here a couple times a year.
Absolutely.
I believe it's April 1st.
Shout out to Caveman.
No.
Hey.
No, just
I love
play
you,
it.
Caveman. Shout out to
Just play it.
Shout out, Kevin.
No, I think I'm going to be getting on that card. I'm not entirely sure. I have been trying for well over a year to make my pro kickboxing debut because as much of the other stuff as I do, that's what I love doing, and I have not been able to find an
Really?
opponent. I love it. Have not been able to find an opponent. My manager's been working on it, but I think that might be what's next for me.
Okay.
But we're trying to March, April, May, somewhere in there, trying to get me another bare knuckle fight because
Sweet.
that's how I pay the bills.
I understand.
I love Dave, but he's not going to be paying my bills.
I love you, Dave. I love you.
Shout out, Dave.
So what about you? What's your next step?
I definitely want to link up with her, especially with those younger kids. I want to start, speaking to kids,
Man, that'll be
maybe
awesome.
going into JDF.
I'm glad you said that because I was
Yeah.
thinking it'd be really cool on one of these times to bring you in and let you holler at the kids for a little bit.
I love, man,
That'll be a good
I
move.
love kids, man. I miss being a kid. I feel like kids gravitate, towards me.
Yeah.
And
You got the connection with them.
for sure.
Absolutely.
so that would be my next step, trying to get in front of people to speak.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, cool. I'm gonna get, man. Yeah, we're gonna exchange information, exchange numbers, all of that, man.
Definitely.
Because as this world continues to change and social media
Every
continues
day.
to grow, it's all about who you know, man.
Exactly.
It
Networking.
really is. It's all about who you know. So what are you guys doing for Christmas? Christmas is coming up in a few days. What are you guys doing?
I'm working all week, and
Okay.
I'm probably just gonna be mad that everything's closed. Like I don't do a ton of holiday stuff. Usually I'll cook food. Like my mom and dad might come over for a little bit.
Okay.
But I don't do a ton of holiday stuff.
I understand.
So
What about you?
I'm just gonna be mad that like man I can't go to the store today.
Yeah,
Like,
it's-
So
Closed.
I feel,
sure.
I feel like as I get older, man, holidays come so fast now.
yeah.
I feel like it's
absolutely.
not the same like as when we were kids. We had I feel like it was a little slower, but definitely go to mom's, go to dad's, exchange gifts. Me and my friend wanted to do something for the homeless people, give out some
Yeah,
gloves,
come on, absolutely.
give out some some beanies.
Yeah.
I'm honestly a man of the people. That's what
That's cool,
I'm
man.
trying to be,
For sure.
trying to bring people together in the community. So definitely do something like that.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's really neat. It's really neat how just you guys are both locked into what you guys want to do already. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, they talk about it, man, but they just never take the
Yeah,
steps.
you gotta execute, man.
Like,
Actions.
yo, just do it.
actions.
It's not going to make sense. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to make sense. Just do it.
Yeah, that's crazy. You said that.
Just do it.
unless you got a savings, don't quit your job though. Don't do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely don't do that.
Okay.
let me kind of restate what I said. You know what I mean? Make wise decisions.
There we go.
But literally, like, because a lot of people are like, all right, I'm going to save this amount of money and then I'm going to do it. Mm-hmm. And then they never save that amount of money, so they never do it. There has to
Definitely.
be a point where you're just like, you know what? I'm going to figure it out. And also, you already know, like, you're going to wake up ridiculously early tomorrow, right?
Yo,
I'm gonna try to beat her.
And so-
I'm gonna start working on that because that's the time I've been trying and wanted to get up
You-
for sure.
Yeah, I sent him a text.
Yeah.
it's gotta be.
Are you up yet?
It's gotta be.
And then just leave it like that.
Yeah.
Right, that's a new meaning to the "Are you up?" text. That's,
Come
that's-
on, are you
correct.
up?
Are you
Yeah.
up?
Are you?
It's time to start this
Come on,
day.
it's time to
For sure.
start the day.
For sure.
Get a jump start on the day, man.
No, most definitely.
You know, we got. I'm pretty sure we got free week trials at the gym. You should just come on into the gym in the
definitely.
morning.
Yeah, definitely want to check that out.
That'll be really cool.
Yeah, bring my brother because he's into like boxing and fighting and stuff.
So we the morning classes we've got. It's called Strike Fit. It's basically cardio kickboxing,
Yeah.
and then my
What time?
that tomorrow is at 6 a.m. bright and early.
Oof.
And then
Might have to hit it.
right, and then I've got it. What I do most of the week is called Lift Fit. It's like HIIT circuit training, a little bit of weightlifting, a little bit of cardio stuff, just kind of honestly whatever I feel like doing for the day. Which is why I love my job, because they were like, "Nah, here you go, do whatever you want." And I'm like, "Heck yeah, that's cool."
As long as you're bringing numbers to the door, it don't
Yeah.
matter.
Yep,
Just do whatever.
absolutely. And
Whatever
if
you're doing, if it's working,
Look,
just keep doing
hey,
it.
if you're feeling adventurous, I got my 5 a.m. cardio kickboxing on Mondays.
Mondays. That's something I'm definitely gonna do tomorrow. How many people are in there
5?
tomorrow? What's the average?
What's tomorrow? What's tomorrow? Thursday?
Tomorrow's
Tomorrow's
is
Wednesday. Not a lot. I get maybe 3 to 5 people in my class on Wednesdays.
That'd
Wow.
be good for me to start the morning off. So definitely
Come get you your week trial. Bring
it.
your friends.
Yo, that'll be awesome.
get it.
Yo, man, thanks for hanging out with us, guys. We just, man, there's a lot going on. I'm going to put everybody's, like I always do, I'm going to put their Instagrams up.
Definitely.
So if you, we can reach people, like, we're reachable people. Like,
Definitely.
if you see something or you need some knowledge or anything like that, or you're like, hey, I just want to get plugged in, please send us messages. Please.
I will talk to
Definitely.
anyone.
Please do that.
I will
Oh,
talk
most
to anyone. I've got, like, after I fight, like, I'll have fans hit me up.
That's
and as long
awesome.
as you guys aren't sending me pictures of stuff I don't want to see or being
Yeah, man,
inappropriate,
come on.
don't do that. Don't do that. As long
What
as
are y'all doing, man?
yeah, as long as you're being cool, I talk to every single person that hits me up. As long as you're not being creepy or weird,
Yeah.
every single fan that hits me up that gets in my inbox, I at least say hello to them.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, that's going to conclude what we got going on. You guys want to say anything else?
Follow me on TikTok, Millie Motivation 2000.
Okay, say that one more time.
It's gonna be Millie Motivation 2000.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm not cool. I don't have a TikTok, but I'm on Instagram and I'm on Facebook. Just look up my name. You'll find me. I'm easy to find. I got bright orange hair. Man, like, keep coming out. Come out to the local fights. Come out to local events. Support your local folks. There's a
I
lot of
agree.
great.
We have a
up
lot
and-
going on. We
Yes.
really do.
There's
City's growing.
he's
for sure.
got, you've got a lot of great events going on.
Yeah, I
I see your
appreciate it.
videos and stuff. That looks
Appreciate
awesome. I go to bed early. That's not my thing, but no, there's
Hey, we might have
I'll
to
be
bring the
out.
party bus to her house. man.
right. No, April 1st, come out, support your local fighters. You're
Awesome.
gonna have a few pro fights on there, but where you're really gonna see the cool stuff, come out and support the amateurs, man. Where they get started, they're just getting started out. Support them early, man. Let them know that, hey, you're doing something you love. We like it. Shout out to Supplement World, because that's
Shout
part
out
of my
to Supplement World.
part of my
Shout out.
shtick here.
Shout out.
No,
Shout out.
they've been supporting me. Shout out to Supplement World. They're awesome.
They have the coolest party every year.
Man, I didn't get. I
seen
was
the
in
pictures.
Aspen.
Supplement World party is.
I
I
seen the
was in
pictures.
Aspen.
It's dope, man.
I
I
didn't
seen the
get to
pictures.
go. I was in Colorado. I wanted to go so bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they always have a great turnout,
Man,
great time,
now I'm
great
bummed
support.
out.
So, all right, you guys, that concludes another episode of Humble Talks. We appreciate you guys. Take care.
Take care.